Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I share all about my family's journey to financial freedom on this channel. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of my YouTube family. And today we're going to be talking about our November financial goals and net worth update. I love filming these videos. They're probably my favorite to film because I just love being reflective on the month and being able to see how our small progress has been adding up for this entire year. I especially love filming these videos at the end of the year so that we can really see how far we've come this year. It's so exciting to me to just see all these things adding up. So again, we're going to be going over November, which is so crazy. I feel like I just started November and it's already over. So I'm really excited to be sharing our progress for this month. So let's go ahead and get started. First, we're going over our financial goals. So our first goal for this month was to be putting money towards our house savings. So this is for our home maintenance fund. So we originally had a goal of $25,000 because we were not expecting that we'd be buying a house in August, but we actually bought a house in August. So we kind of transitioned this goal into being more of a home maintenance fund. So I am leaving it on here the same that it was, but you guys know if you watched Debt Free Friday that this is a little bit different than I had originally intended it to be. I intended this whole $25,000 to be a home down payment, but obviously that did not work out that way. So this month we were able to put $675 into our home maintenance sinking fund, and that brings our total for the year to $17,425 on a goal of $25,000 initially, which isn't really our goal anymore, but neither here nor there. We'll try and get as far as we can, right? And that leaves remaining $7,575. Again, we're not going to meet that, but it's all good. So that is 70% to our initial goal. And then for our 2022 Roth IRA, so this is my Roth IRA for 2022. I wanted to max this out for the year of 2022. So this month of November, we were able to put $1,155 into my Roth IRA for a total in 2022 of $4,580 on a goal of $6,000. That leaves us with a remaining of $1,420 and at 76%. And then we have our 529, which we are not focusing on, but I do hope to put some money in this in December. So more to come on that. We originally had a goal of 2,000, but this was very much like a backseat goal in case we did reach all three of these goals early in the year, which I knew was probably not a possibility, but I did want to have something extra that we could work towards if we did. And so that's that. We do have $100 that we put towards it this year to open my youngest son's 529 because we had to put money in it to open it. And so we did that in January. So we have $1,900 remaining and we're at 5% to that goal, but obviously we probably won't get there, but I do hope to put some more in this in December. And then these two at the bottom, if you're new here, we did increase our 401k percentages in January. So that has been done for quite a while, but I did just leave it on here because I wanted to remind you guys we did increase our 401k percentages when we became debt free. So for January, that's what we did. Our total two financial goals for this year is $36,934, which is absolutely insane. I remember not that long ago, only less than 10 years ago, that was like way more than I even made in a year. So I distinctively remember, and in fact, I actually looked back at this the other year when I was doing our taxes, and I made $14,000 in 2014 for the entire year. That was my income in 2014 was $14,000. So just as a reflection point, I was just like, holy cow, like that is a lot. Obviously there's two of us now. That was me being single in 2014. That's how much I made, but $36,000, almost $37,000. And we initially had a goal of $47,000, but again, probably not going to meet that. We might get a little bit closer in December, but not a huge priority for us. And also we had a lot of expenses that we didn't necessarily anticipate. Like we bought our house earlier in the year. We spent more on our house than I originally thought we were going to, but you know, it's what it is. So we're at 77% of the way to our original goals. Again, this is kind of the point in the year where I'm like, all right, well, our goals have kind of changed and we didn't really reflect that in this tracker, but I'm really excited to start over in 2023 because I love the new start of a new year. So we will be going over this again in January. So stay tuned for our new goals that will be coming out hopefully in a couple of weeks in a video. So stay tuned for that. So our net worth for 2022. So we're going to first go over assets. This is as of November 30th. So I always pull these numbers the last day of the month and I like freeze it at that point. So whatever our balances are as of the last day of the month, that's what I use to track our net worth, just to keep it consistent and to make sure that this is the most accurate that it can be. Although net worth is such an estimate, you guys, don't put too much value in it because there's so many things that could fluctuate and make it change. So our home value, again, we're leaving that at $500,000. I feel like that's a pretty good estimate for our house, but it is new. It's not even on Zillow, so I don't really have a good basis, but just based on how other homes are selling near us and the age of our house and all that stuff and how much we paid for it, we did $500,000. So I'll probably leave that maybe even throughout the entire next year. I'm hoping that Zillow eventually will like get with the program and realize that we live here, but I'm not holding my breath on that. So we'll see. HSA, so we actually do have more in our HSA now. So we are still contributing on a monthly basis, and we did not have any expenses in the month of November, which is awesome. So we actually got to keep that money in there. So our HSA is $4,100. We do have some of this invested as well. So that's why it was such a huge increase, because the market did rebound pretty well at the end of November. So yeah, that is what it's at right now, 4,100. And hopefully this will keep going up. I'm hoping we won't have a lot of medical expenses coming up, you know, praise God, hopefully not. But yeah, you never know, especially because we have 3 kids. I can't believe none of my kids have ever broken an arm. Let me know in the comments down below. If you have kids, have any of your kids broken an arm or leg or broke something? Because my kids have not. And I feel like very grateful for that, because I feel like I know a lot of people that have kids that are around my kids' ages that have already broken bones, and knock on wood, my kids have not broken anything. So retirement and savings, this is just a big pot of money that I combine into one thing on here just for ease, because we have a bunch of different accounts. So this is my husband and I's 401ks that are through our employers. This is my Roth IRA, my husband's Roth IRA that has like very little, it has like a couple $100s in it, but it's still there. And then let's see, this is also our sinking funds and our emergency funds. So this is like basically all of our cash. And also my checking account. So this is all of our cash, and I just combine it into one, just, you know, to make it easier. So that was at $210,800, a huge increase from last month. But again, the market really rebounded this month. So that was really exciting to see. It had been going down for so long. And so to see it increase was a really good push in the right direction for me. Then our brokerage also increased because of that market rebound. So that was at $1,900. I did not put anything into our brokerage this month. So that was just because of the market. So it increased about $150 from last month. If you guys are interested, I do use M1 Finance for my brokerage and my Roth IRA. So I will leave a link in my bio and the pinned comment. If you guys want to check out M1, I do highly recommend it. I think it's super easy. The transfers between my bank and M1 are super fast. So it's really just a super easy thing to use, and I have been really enjoying it. My husband uses Fidelity for his Roth IRA that he has, and it's fine. I don't really love the interface of the website. I prefer M1, but he wanted to do Fidelity. So that's what we did for him when he opened his Roth IRA. So then we have our car value. This is kind of similar to the home. We've left it at $17,000. I actually think that's low, but it is what it is. I don't feel like updating it. So we're leaving it at $17,000. I will probably run a Kelly Blue Book in January. So our total assets for the month of November, the end of November, was $733,800. It's so crazy because I feel like we're not that far from $1 million in assets, which is like literally insane to me. Like I cannot even wrap my head around that. Like what? It's like in sight. I feel like being over 700,000 is nuts. Anyways, a lot of that is our house. So, you know, relative, but it's still exciting. And we also did get back over $200,000 in our retirement and savings, which was really awesome because, you know, we had gotten there in August when we sold our house, but then we kind of dropped back down because the market was being crazy these last few months. But I'm so excited to be over 200. I'm really, 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 really hoping that it stays over 200,000 now, because my little heart cannot take these market drops anymore. I feel like this year has just been very challenging for me mentally to wrap my head around the fact that our money just fluctuates so freaking much because of the market. I mean, it's crazy. Look at that. Like June to November is just nuts. Anyways, our only liability is our mortgage. So our mortgage is currently at $368,800 as of November 30th. Obviously we have a mortgage payment that comes out on December 1st. So it's actually less than this now, but just because of the way that I pull these numbers, that was what it was as of the 30th. So it's actually less than that, but that was just how I pull that. So let's scooch on down to our net worth by month. So this is where I track our net worth progress. I actually added this month because I thought it was interesting to have this here. I don't know why I never had it before, but I wanted to add that. So for November, we are at $365,000 for our net worth, which is amazing. I'm so excited because we are finally back over the 350. Again, we got there in August and then dropped back down. So woohoo, I am so ecstatic that we are back over 350,000. Next up is 400,000. I feel like it's so close, but so far away. So I'm really excited to reach that milestone. So that gives us an increase of $16,400, which is one of the biggest increases we've had this year. I can't really count August because this was the month that we sold our house. So we obviously had drastically undervalued our previous house, which I kind of knew it was a weird situation. Okay. In July and August, when we sold our house, the market was crazy and we sold our house for like $50,000 more than we asked for. So I feel like we didn't really, it was a weird situation. I'm not even gonna go into that because that's not what this video is about, but we both undervalued our house and then also got way more than we anticipated. So it was kind of a twofold. That's why our net worth went up so much. So I definitely feel like our net worth is more accurate now than it was previously, but again, it's all relative and it's all just an estimate anyways. So $16,000 in a month, that's a pretty good increase. I will take that, especially based on this year and how crazy it's been. So for the year, we have increased our net worth $116,700, which is nuts. Like, what? That's so crazy. I can't even wrap my head around that. Obviously, a lot of that is due to our house. So if we took the house month out of the equation, it would only be about 20 to 30,000, but I'll take it. I will take it. So for our net worth tracking, we did not hit any milestones this month, so we didn't have anything to fill out. And that's all I have to talk about today for this video. I hope that you guys are having an awesome week, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye, guys.